Who are you guys?
You ever heard the term outliers?
No.
It's how they classify us.
The outliers.
You are now tuned into Outliers Radio.
I know that neither one of you watched Stranger Things, so I'm going to feel okay with having to gloss over the comparison points of where I got to this next thought, but it involves the whole raising kids aspect.
Stranger Things is gay.
Yeah, I get it, man. You're too cool for Stranger Things, blah, blah,
I watched
blah.
the first episode twice, and
That's what I'm saying. I tried it, and I was like,
it's not that it's bad. It's just that it's not something that, like, if I'm going to watch multiple episodes, I'm probably turned around doing something else on my computer. Like, yeah, but that's just playing in the background.
I mean, I get that. I do. But if you actually sat down, it's a very good show. I enjoy Stranger Things. That's my shit.
What about it? Like, is it funny? Is it dramatic? Is it scary?
It's
what is
it's
it?
like some little kid, like 80s shit, but it's all right. It's once again, it's the kickback for the retro thing that got me. Like the music got me in there. There's the thing. I'm an 80s baby. Like I was like, oh, this is cool.
Mhm.
But the storyline's dope too. Like it's on some real super nerd shit. It's basically based off D&D.
Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It plays a major part in it. It's cool shit. The other thing that's cool about it is that they tie in like history, like U.S. history and shit. Like, for example, are y'all aware of the MK Ultra project?
the mind control thingy thing. And I only know that because you told me about it.
Yeah.
So I don't really know shit about it.
So the government was using these techniques to try to gain like mind control during the Cold War.
Okay, yes. Now I remember. Okay.
A lot of LSD. Sidney Gottlieb was heading up the program. So the MK Ultra shit, they was basically using LSD to bring in people. They was using Johns, like all this shit. And basically in the hopes that you could develop some type of psychic power to help us throughout the Cold War. So they play into that, which I thought was really cool. If you guys ever get a chance to watch the movie The Men Who Stare at Goats, it's about that. And that shit is real. Like that was something that they were actually doing. So I started to think to myself, like, because there were studies that said that shit really, like, yo, people were able to pinpoint where somebody was. They would show them a picture and be like, yo, find this person. And they would like draw it out. Imagine what you've seen. They'd have like a stenographer recording what they were saying. They would find people they've never seen before, never even heard of, just in an envelope, yo, find this person. Like, and it was making progress. Now I'm pretty sure it got deeper than that because Nazis were real big on trying to do shit like this. So, you know, the motherfuckers was next level as far as trying to torture people into some crazy shit. Russia started doing it. So then they abandoned the program because, you know, shit got exposed, or they say they abandoned the program. You know what it is. You know, I personally say that MK Ultra then got turned into TV and radio. The media came on, and that's how people get their programming now. It's easier to train masses with a loud voice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know that that's the conspiracy theorist, like, oh, you know, that's fucked up. But the true blue patriot in myself goes, why'd we ever stop doing this? Because if by now we could have an army of little like psychic bastards running around, they'd be in like their 20s. Sure, they'd be a little scared, but they get shit done. And that'd be pretty sweet. I would like to, like, say you got to volunteer. Say they came up to you and they were like, yo, do you want to donate your baby? Like, say somebody's like, oh, I'm going to throw this baby out. And they're like, yo, do you want to donate that baby to like medical science? Like, yo, we'll take care of the baby and like it could possibly have superpowers. If not, it'll be like a dope ass counselor. And you'd be like, all right. Or voluntarily, if like, yo, you know how some people sign up their kids for like after school programs or like early school programs, like pre-K shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just put them in a little program. Let them fucking run around like a hamster and gain some fucking powers, electrodes and shit. What's the worst case scenario?
That'd be pretty cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how come these things aren't options?
Upgrade our babies.
Yeah, because they definitely like kidnap kids every year and put them through programs and shit like that. I know it's really shady business, but like maybe if people were given the option, it wouldn't be such a fucked up deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, we're going to feed and take care of a kid who you clearly can't support. And in turn, it's going to be like fucking Professor X's house. But like, yo, whatever.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be in a dumpster. You know, like, it's not going to be outside hooking. You know, it's going to be in a lab somewhere. And that's not too bad. Like, once again, 3 hots and a cop. Like, what the fuck were you asking for?
Word, little X-Men baby. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Little mutant.
Yeah, man. And like,
you don't want a mutant down while you laughing at mutant,
Nah,
huh?
I'll take 2.
Okay.
yeah, about to say, what, you got something against people who are like psychic powers? Like, so what?
Races against muties.
I'll take 2.
I think about that movie. You ever seen Looper?
Yeah.
Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
It's like when he's talking about the guys in the future, he was like, yeah, these guys have like weird psychic powers. Like, you know, they could just like lift coins and shit like that. But that's basically kind of the extended of where that would eventually go. Like, I'm not saying that people would be able to fucking bend steel with their mind, but you might be able to do a couple cool parlor tricks. Maybe the first couple guys who get lit with it, you know what I'm saying? They can actually do like cool shit. Maybe mad Jedi tricks.
That's what I want to do. I want to mind trick everybody.
Yeah. Just mad fucking mad Akatsuki, just cha mad Itachi. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You get it.
Exactly. I want to just like look at you and be like, nah, I didn't take your wallet. I just walk away with your wallet in my hand.
These, in fact, are not the droids you're looking for.
Yo.
I would do that just for no reason, just to mind fuck people. It wouldn't have anything to do with the conversation. I would just say it and just do it.
You do not want to sell me death sticks.
Yeah. You want to sell me death sticks. Like, let's talk about this. How much did you say that ounce was? Yeah. Free. You like donating. Thank you. Be a sweet ass politician that way.
Facts.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, just like, think about it. Like, we kind of, we short, how do I say this without coming off like completely like a monster? We shortchange our potential when we apply morality in certain aspects. Because we're very picky and choosy about where we do it, especially in America. I can't speak globally, but I pretty much think people universally are shitty. Like, I think it's a collective. It's a species thing, not a region thing.
I feel like it would be pretty hard to like give up a baby and like volunteer the baby for like these tests, and like it'd be like, oh, that was okay. The baby had no choice in it.
Yeah.
Like maybe the baby didn't want to be a little mutant baby. Like, you know what I mean? Like maybe that baby just wanted to grow up and be Sam. Hi, my name is Sam. I like I go to work, I do this. Like,
all right, but
now it's fucking mutant baby.
Yeah, but like Sam's mom like was given 2 options. They were like, oh, you could help and like, put the baby through, or you could like tie it in a bag and throw it off the Verrazano, because that seems to be the common thing.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, bro, how many dumpster babies have you guys seen of late? Especially they're getting rid of abortion laws. People are doing back alleys. They're just shooting these things out and just all on the road, bro. Roadkill style. You okay with that?
Nah, not at all.
All
honestly.
right, road pizza baby. You happy with that, Dom?
Oh
you seem okay? Your conscience
I've
a little
never
bit more
seen
clear?
one of those, but hopefully I
just want to know. I just want to know where your conscience is not settled at, because I gave you a safe alternative and you guys are like, oh, what if the baby didn't have a choice? I assure you the baby didn't want to be eaten by stray dogs and cats either. All right. That raccoon did not want to take that broken baby and run with it. It just happens. You think people are still leaving babies in front of firehouses?
Nowadays, can't they just sell their baby? Be like, who wants it? Who wants this shit?
Yeah. So why sell it to some shady perv when you could sell it to a government agency that's backed by the FDA?
Message.
Oh.
Yeah. See, it sounds better, right?
It is a government.
I mean, like,
you think those kids that work for Nike are like regular sweatshop kids? No, those are government sweatshop kids. They
were bred for Nike.
No, they're generationally put.
Oh no, there's like they're like the clone factory.
And what happens if they're bred for Adidas, like across the street? Do they beef?
Yo, sometimes they're stick fighting. Sometimes, what do you mean home from work? You mean when they take the 3-hour break? They're allowed to nap for 3 hours. This isn't a monster's place. You know what I'm saying?
Apologies.
But look how more efficient they are. And that's my point. Are we going for comfort or are we going for efficiency? All right. So people don't like mass shootings. Shout out, people. Here's a little behind the sports action right here. In the middle of us taking a 2-second break, there was another mass shooting. Dom, where's gotten shot and where? Like when?
Multiple people reported dead after mass shooting at an Oakland hospital. More than that, I really can't tell you.
Yeah, no, it's okay. That's just a pop-up alert. That's all we,
St. Francis Hospital in Tulsa,
Oklahoma?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know where that is.
Me either.
Straight up. I don't.
Yeah.
There's so many mass shootings that it's whatever at this point.
A graduation 2 days ago.
A graduation. A fucking classroom. They weren't even, they were talking about graduating. They got shut in a fucking classroom. The cops did nothing.
I thought that was an elementary school.
Same shit. They were going to graduate. Well, little kids don't graduate.
That's not very PC. You're going to get us in trouble again.
Fucked up. Oh my God.
Yo, that can't make it. That gotta go.
All right.
My bad. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Those kids. But I'll tell you like this, especially with the Tennessee graduation, like, bro, those kids just got out of there.
There's so many. I didn't even know I still don't know the details of what you're talking about. Now you're telling me just in Tennessee people got shot. Like, I don't know.
Graduation in Tennessee, 2 people were dead, and I think and a couple other injured. Like, I don't know. It's ridiculous. That shit is happening too frequently, too much.
Yeah, I think everybody needs a gun now.
Yo, at this point, I was trying to argue. All right, so here comes a big thing that I've been having a problem with lately. Everyone sees the problem. Everyone is up in arms about the problem. Everyone has an opinion about the problem. I have not heard one concrete, constructive idea on how to fix this problem. There literally has been so many just day-to-day shootings in New York as of late and in Jersey that we don't do mass shootings. We do Tuesdays. Like that's just especially the heat is here. Memorial Day weekend was just one of the most like fucking body filled weekends we've had in years. Bro, people were on Coney Island broad daylight yesterday. Forecast, they showed it on the news today. And I actually woke up and watched the news this morning because I need the fucking proper amount of fear when I get up in the day. Now, you don't know about having PTSD like that you need to be charged for the day. Like, all right, this is how terrible the world is.
Supervillain.
Let's get. I don't need a supervillain. I like living in Gotham. Part of me is really sick about it, though. Because part of me is like, let's see how bad things can get. Like, how long until we are living in, like, Mad Max times, right? Where we are just
fighting for resources and shit.
Where we are watching people just eat each other in the street. Like, you know, my car has to be reinforced with garbage steel. Like, that's the kind of lifestyle I'm looking forward to. But currently, I get on there and they're like, oh, yo, murder rate is up. The gun problem is out of gun. People are printing guns left and right, and it's so fucked up. Like it is what it is.
Like what, 3D printers? Like, what do you, oh my God.
Wait, you didn't know this?
You know, I knew, but
yeah,
like,
the ghost gun epidemic is sick. Sick, bro. And because I knew about it when it first, like, you know what I'm saying? You hear things and you're like, okay, that's it.
Are they real guns yet, or are they just one shot still?
Yo, dogs, they are printing full ARs. Like with dope designs. I've seen some shit online that like guys have gotten like their face somehow like put into it 3D style. Like it's fucking sick.
What
yeah.
the fuck?
Hot boy.
Yo, and on top of it, you got the ones who are building fucking standard like AK frames, but they're doing it in like bright orange and yellow and putting Nerf on the side of it. So you can't tell.
Ah, man.
Yo, crazy. So, okay, boom. There's broad daylight shooting there. Everyone's like, oh, it's the pipeline. It's the pipeline. I'm like, fam, the pipeline is old news. Anyone still getting burners off the pipeline is crazy. Like, you could literally just go to your local convenience store and make one. Like, what are you doing? Not advocating, just saying it's possible.
Damn.
So they say to her, and I gave her credit because she was just like, yo, big facts. They was like, the murder rate's up. She's like, it is. They was like, gun control's out of it. She's like, it is. And I'm trying. They was like, oh, but you was down with the NRA. And she was like, yeah, big facts. She was like, I'm from upstate, like where hunting is normal. You join the NRA. And the only reason I believed her is because what she said. She goes, people join the NRA to get discounts on shit. She was like, it's the only reason you get discounts. You get like free magazines. Yo, 100%. That is true. And so I was like, okay, she's being valid about that because no one else I've ever heard when questioned what the NRA says, like, yeah, no, dogs, I don't want to pay as much. Like, I'm from fucking butt fuck nowhere. Like,
she said some practical ass shit.
Yeah.
She didn't say nothing about her ideals.
She's like, I subscribe
nothing about
for
an opinion. She was like, honestly, bro, like, shit, I'm sure right now. My pockets is hit.
She was like, yo, I'm an everyday person. She was like, but after Sandy Hook 10 years ago, she was like, I stopped taking money from them. She's like, how come y'all don't talk about that? So fucking it pulls off. Then they start showing the mass shootings. Then they start bringing on Governor Murphy mass shootings. Yo, every day. This is just life. Nothing you can really do about it.
My kids being homeschooled.
Which is, yo, part of me is starting to wonder if that's going to be the grand scheme of things. If that's going to be what they want in the end.
I don't care what they want. That's what I want.
Yo, monkeypox, look what they talking about. It's spreading here, it's spreading there. Not that I'm making a comparison between the two, but like it's kind of immediately out there. The idea is kind of like it's not a foreign idea. People are looking at this like it's kind of spreading the same. 20 people in Italy this morning, 16 people in Germany 2 weeks ago. Like, it can happen. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Not another one.
That one's gross.
Nah, but right now, the game plan is systematic breakdown. I'm gonna school you, all right? We're gonna put this to the tinfoil fitted section of the conversation. We're gonna tell you what's happening right now. Agenda 2030. That shit is real. I was skeptical when I got put onto it a couple years back. Like, I heard these guys talk about it. I read the paperwork. It's an official thing. World Economic Forum. That's all official thing. So you can look this shit up. The WHO, everyone's down. This is real. They had a practice in 2015. I was just listening to our macroaggression. Shout out to Charlie Robinson. Like, he's the man. But I got the wife text and what was it about that? Yeah, wrong thing. Agenda 2030.
Oh shit.
Back to it. So yeah, man, they had a whole game plan, bro. In 2015, they was like, yo, they call it a game. That's what's crazy. Because when you read about it, they talk about it as if it's a practice game module. It's like every country has a team. You send these people to represent it and they go through these scenarios and this is the way you got to act it out. This is real shit. This is what they do at all those conferences, the Davoses and all. This is what they do. Like, they're like, oh, who y'all representing? America? All right, the 6 of y'all, all right, we're going to predict if a global food shortage happens, how y'all going to fix it? And it'll be what they offer the contribution. Then it'll like Africa will chime in, then China will chime in, then like, and they do this. They did this shit with the pandemic. All right, that's on paperwork. It was filed in 2017, Agenda 2021. Like you could look all this shit up, all EDUs and because it's all federal good, like it's patents, all this shit. So they talk about, oh, God forbid something happened. Remember on 9/11? Because I know I'm jumping around, but I want to try to make it as solid as point as possible. Remember on 9/11 when they said that the reason that the jets were nowhere there is because they were running a simulation of the same exact thing happening at the same time? You guys remember that?
No.
Okay, well, that's a real thing. Look that up.
Okay.
At the same time, they said the same shit about the London bombing that happened a couple months later. They were running a simulation of if a terrorist took over through the chain and started bombing like the MTA, and then they did it, and that's why people were caught off guard. So now you have these projective situations where there's entire meetings dedicated to what happens if there's a global pandemic that spreads all across the world. Everyone's got to get their prepper. Everyone's got to see how to do this. What happens if there's a global food shortage? Everyone's got to do this. There's a plan. So let's work this out on paper. What happens if there's a breakdown from X, Y, and Z? Let's work this out. And it seems all a little premeditated to the point that it's actually written down. And there's a trajectory point.
Was monkeypox on there?
Nah, but they keep throwing like random just, yo, dogs, your man Mixmaster Bill Gates, he's on that. You do everything you could think. Also, shout out to Big J because he pointed this shit out to me because I forgot about it. When the monkeypox thing happened, you remember like a month ago when we were joking around about the truck that broke down, the monkeys that escaped into Pennsylvania?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm not saying that they related. I'm not saying that they're not related. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it just seems that like we get a bunch of experimental monkeys. Yeah, we get a bunch of experimental monkeys that break loose. And once they out and they're loose, now it's like, oh, don't touch them. But now everybody got monkeypox. I don't understand.
Oh, man.
All right. So basically, yeah, all this shit has been premeditated. So we're at stage 2 of things where the economy is about to just buckle. And because America is the way it is, we're just fucking head diving into chaos, baby. All right. People ain't eating. Money's coming up short. Motherfuckers ain't working. Motherfuckers are still hurt off the pandemic. The brains of people was broken over the pandemic, bro. That's why there's so much exposed mental illness out here. The collapse of the system and the collapse of the conscious mind. People have lost their fucking shit. The pandemic did more damage psychologically, I think, than anything else. And I come out of the trauma generation. We don't give a shit about anything. That's why half of us are fucking sociopaths. All right, because of shit like this. Because like, all right, well, like I say, you just told me there was a mass shooting, and I was more like caught off guard at the fact that Marion Barber died.
Yeah.
And also the fact that the first message I got following that said they should have took Tiki.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Shout out to Pesos. That's an inside one. But yeah, man. It's fucked up. But that's, I'm melted to the point, bro. I think everything. That's why I don't believe nothing either, though. That's why I'm not the person to ask things, because I don't believe shit. All right. I really don't. Part of me really thinks that the amount of these shootings, not all of them can be natural occurrences. And if they are, it's inspired by the other, which says something completely different about everything else. Like if it's just, if we're seeing the modern day version of like the Son of Sam, where everyone's just copycatting each other, you know what I'm saying? This is some Charlie Manson-esque shit. People are blaming the internet. Like, nah, bro. Somewhere along the line, someone had a breakdown. The comedian Giannis Pop says, this motherfucker made a hilarious joke, but he makes a point of like, guns have been around forever. School shootings are just a new thing. Somewhere along the line, the last couple of years, people just broke. So now this is the new norm. And that is shitty. But I also did tell you guys it was coming. I've been saying this to you for years.
This is true.
Because I read a lot. I pay attention to trends, and I love history, and that's because of our father. Like, history repeats itself.
So
why change the plan if it keeps working?
So what's 2030 then?
2030 is when you no longer own anything. And you can actually look this up on their website.
What do you mean?
The World Economic Forum. You can look this up on their website.
They're gonna communism us.
No. They're anti-communism. They're globalists. They want everyone, one regime, one religion, everyone following the same.
Dictatoring us?
Think of them as pleasant overlords.
Where? Here? United States? Or everywhere?
Everywhere, bro. Everyone's got to get on board. By 2030, everyone's on board, all right? They don't want you to own anything. Hear me out. They don't want you to own anything.
Everyone's going to be on board if there's literally world war right now?
Whoever ain't going to get down, going to lay down.
Oh, wow.
This is, bro, if you haven't learned anything in the last 3 years, fear is currency in this country. The more you generate, the more power you have, bro. The media was putting people, motherfuckers was fighting each other over mass. For a disease like
over toilet paper.
Toilet paper. Shutting down hospital lines. Disrupting complete just mental chaos, scaring people into their homes, bro. For 2 years, they kept motherfuckers on lock. People started getting hip. Shit turned up. Now it's a roller coaster. Oh, now it's the war. Oh, now it's this. Now it's the food supply. And here comes the fucked up part. When it stops being the media and it starts being outside, what happens then? When you go to the store and ain't no fucking food, what happens then? When you go outside and there's mentally ill people who just literally fucking snapped, bro. 2 weeks ago, homeboy was a trainer at an Equinox. Now he out here punching the shit out of people on 14th Street, out here with Nazi rhetoric.
Word, that's wild.
Think about that shit.
Sheesh.
And if that don't tell you it's not inspired or it's not some grand plan or the grand result of some shit that happened, and maybe that's where we should focus. Do I think that there needs to be armed guards in schools? Now, but
Yeah.
I think there needs to be more counselors.
Facts.
I really do. I think that guidance counselor was such a useless position for me growing up. I didn't know if guidance counselors really ever did anything.
I think for the school, instead of more security guards, I feel like they should arm like 1 or 2 trusted trained teachers, and then nobody knows who those teachers are. Like for like the school wise, like for the kids, they have no clue who those. No, stop it.
Nah,
It
because
can't help.
if that teacher's having a bad day, I don't want him with the
Nah,
Bernardito
bro.
neither. Just go get me a guard. Like, fuck it.
That's why you have this guy. They go through special training. They go through this and that. Like, you know.
I mean, if you go through special training and you're
Regularly,
making
you know.
$26,000 a year, I don't see you ever being in a really good mood.
Well, yeah, that their pay also gets a bonus.
Once again, and nothing for nothing. I don't want to sound like a dick about this either, but like, are we going to start raising the pay for teachers considering they seem to be in the most danger out of any major profession right now? Nothing for nothing. I know, and God rest it, because everyone knows I'm a fucking NYFD. Yo, fire department, firefighters. That's who I respect. That's the hometown here from firefighters. That's who I back. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of firefighters who have passed as of recent. There's been more teachers. These motherfuckers are going out there and fighting fires. These other motherfuckers are just going to class.
Yeah.
Think about that shit. You know what I'm saying? As far as like proximity relation, like everything being relative, like, yo, that's sick shit. But that, yo,
Yeah.
It is what it is now. Positive note, 3D printing technology, not just used for making death machines. They also now, you can make like little flying jet thingies, like little jetpacks.
Like,
Like Fly Me jetpack.
Yep. This is the 3D printed jet suit. Yeah. Paramedics are using it for search and rescue.
Oh shit.
what the
Yeah,
fuck?
man.
I need one
In
ASAP.
North England. Yeah, bro, you can print one of these joints out, start fucking flying around and shit.
Yo.
Why does no one think like me? Why is no one thinking superhero? I'm like, mass shootings are on alert. I need my jetpack. Like,
Yo, I
right
thought
now.
about that too. I would love for there to be a fucking school shooting task force where, like, if a kid shows up on a property with a gun, within seconds, the fucking A team is notified and someone just runs him down with a van. How convenient would that be?
It would be wild convenient.
Like, that's some state of the art shit. Like, why don't we have that? I know you want to go superhero, but like, how fast do you really think you can get from here to like a random school?
Oh yeah, me. But no, now we're about to have the age of the vigilantes coming.
We do have the age of the vigilant. Bro, I've seen more guys dressed like Spider-Man helping in the city than I've seen fucking cops lately. It's crazy. Hilarious, but fucking crazy. We seen one jump across the platform to beat up that crackhead. You know that shit? That's fucking crazy.
Wait, what?
Yeah, bro.
Yo.
Yo,
He's like, I'm here to save the day.
Bro, it was so impressive. Like he literally
He cleared that shit. He cleared the
the
entire
whole,
like with the high up.
subway platform,
Yeah.
all that
No, he
shit.
did
bro.
not. No,
he did not.
He
Bro,
did
dead
not
ass.
do
It
the
was on
Spider-Man
video.
stick.
It was
Yes.
on fucking
It
video.
was on video. Yo, dogs, he caught it perfect
Yo.
air too. Like you could tell he rehearsed that shit. And there's a bunch of them. This motherfuckers be helping people cross the street.
Yeah.
They dead ass be holding shit down. And that's crazy that that's where we're at in society, where we're like, yo, thank God for Spider-Man. Watch out because you can get shot at the supermarket.
Yo.
That we are living a comic book. That's what it is.
Do you think all those Spider-Men know each other? Like they're like a Spider-Man cult?
You think
I
they
hope
have,
so.
You think they have like a Facebook group?
I hope so. Like a great WhatsApp that's like also hooked up to like they all got the fucking the police radio shit. Like I really fucking hope so.
Oh, that'd be
my
so
God.
fire.
That would
Because you're making a
actually-
difference. Because the last time like they were Spider-Man that were running around the city, they were in Times Square and they were touching kids. And that's not
Ooh,
great.
Yeah, no.
All
that's
right.
not-
So it's good to know that they're saving Spider-Man's image too.
Yikes.
That makes me
Yeah.
happy.
Uncle Ben would never approve of those kind of things.
No,
I'm going
not
for-
at all.
Where's Batman? Batman.
Yo, you know what's funny though? You don't really see any Batman. You only really see Spider-Man or just guys who are just like randomly dressed vigilantes.
Because the chances of
No
someone
way. Like
ending
in their
up
own costume?
Well, not, but just scarfed up. I seen a couple dudes scarfed up saving people. Yo, my fucking assistant foreman is one of them. When they used to do the crack.
oh yeah.
So get this shit, right? my fucking assistant foreman is telling me that it's his day off or whatever. He's fucking going to McDonald's, and that he sees some dude eyeing some old lady in front of the McDonald's in Queens.
Yeah.
That he's watching because he sees that the way that the dude's in, and he goes that the dude goes to grab the lady's thing, and that he like caught him and just banged him against the wall. That the dude hit his head so hard that he looked at him and was like, "Yo, are you okay?" And he was like, "Nah, I know what you're fucking trying to do." So the guy was like, "Oh, fuck you, blah, blah, blah," and he ran off. So he chases him.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I see where he goes. I'm going to get the cops." He said that he goes back to McDonald's. The cops are there. He's talking to them. They're like, he's like, "Yo, I can show you exactly where he went." They was like, "Nah, it's fine. He'll come back." Just like that.
What do you mean he'll come back?
Like, he probably gonna do this again. They know who he is.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro. That's policing now. Like, that's so. Thank God we got Spider-Man.
Yeah, because realistically, Batman, the kid who just got his parents killed in front of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably shooting people.
Yeah, but guess who could stop him?
Spider-Man.
The little Spider-Man. Spider-Man, also option. Or the little orphan that didn't get thrown in the lake.
Oh my
All right.
God.
She's been raised to predict crime. Yo,
Oh
Minority
my
Report is
God.
not far away. We're getting towards that. All
No,
right?
but what you were saying a second ago is that like how useless cops more or less sometimes are. It's like, yo, my
have
friend
become, I will say that, have
Watch.
become, because I know a lot of good cops. I will never
True,
go
true.
on back and say that I don't.
Mhm.
But I will say that like a majority of especially city-based enforced policing, I find that policing in the burbs is a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more dramatic because I know motherfuckers out here be wilding, but the fact is it's a little bit more of a controlled.
Yeah.
In the city, it's basically stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Like they're just rolling through, yo, fuck this, fuck that, it is what it is.
But watch this. So one of my friends had a luxury car stolen right from outside like his property, and he followed the car. He has the police on the phone. He's telling them like, "Yo, he's right here. This is where he is. This is the license plate. Da da da. Oh, this is where he's going." Cops are like, "Okay, we'll be right there. Stay with him on the phone the whole time." Cop comes over, pulls my friend over. Doesn't pull the car over. Pulls my friend over, and my friend's like, go pass me. The cop's like, "Nah, I'm not doing that." They pull over.
What?
They pull
I'm not
over.
doing that?
Yo, they pull over. The cop's like, "Oh, you know how dangerous it is to pursue?" And my friend's like, "Can't you pursue? I'll stop. Can't you just take over?" And he's like, "Oh no, that's too. We don't pursue anymore." Yo, I was like, "What are the point of these? Like,
Wait,
what?
why don't they pursue anymore?
It's
Because
too
it's dangerous?
It's too dangerous."
I'm not going to say that that's not true.
But like, you literally are right there. They're on him. You are pulling over the guy that's right behind them, and then you pull over the guy who's telling you like, "Hey, they just stole the car." No, we're pulling you over. This is way too dangerous, bro. Are you what?
I'm about to say, because if you know a car is stolen
And it's right in front of
and
you.
you see it, they're
It's
gonna
a
pull,
car
they're
ahead
gonna
of
pull
you.
the car over anyway.
No, but they're pulling over my friend who's
I know,
and it's
but that's
like,
what I'm saying, to
it's
say
so
it.
ridiculous.
To say, "Oh, we don't pursue anymore," it's like, all right, but if you got a call about a stolen car and you physically saw that car, would you not have to stop that car as a cop?
I
I
have
mean,
no clue.
is the car doing anything dangerous? Like, is he just driving? I'm being sincere. Is he just driving
No, they're
away?
both speeding through. Like,
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
he's driving away
yeah,
aggressively.
like 90, 100 going down. Like, yeah, it was crazy.
Did your man get his car back?
That shit's
Damn.
probably on stilts somewhere.
Oh yeah,
okay.
it's definitely, it made it to
Yeah.
Newark, and that was the end of
Yeah,
that.
it's on cinder blocks, not stilts. It's on
Damn.
cinder blocks somewhere.
He got out that jammo.
Yeah, but like that was the craziest thing I heard. It was like, "Oh yeah, we came and pursued you to pull you over to stop you from getting in danger."
Yep.
Yeah, and they let the criminal go. So all right,
Yikes.
you know that I am not I don't have like a political party. I just don't believe in it because, like I said, no one feels the way I do.
Either.
So I will say the Libertarian Party as of late has a couple great representatives that make me laugh. And then everyone knows that's the key to my heart. So the NJ Libertarian Party posted this last night in response to the article busting through ABC saying that the U of A PD and the Independent School District are no longer complying with the Texas, like they're not snitching no more because they realized how bad they look. They're like, nah, we're not sharing no information anymore. Shout out to NJ Libertarian Party on Twitter. Listen, the brave police officer who are under no obligation to protect those innocent, terrified children. See Town versus Castle Rock, Gonzales or DeShaney versus Winnebago. They won't protect you. Either get armed, learn firearm safety, train and carry. I thought that was fucking hilarious. They immediately say that like everyone was pissed off at their response because, they're like, "Oh, how could you write that?" They were like, obviously no one read past the first line. Like obviously we opened up with a joke, but no one read past when we were like, you need to learn how to protect you because obviously no one else is going to do the job. That's the point they were trying to make. And I thought that was fucking hilarious.
It
So
is
I
mad
may be
funny.
joining the New Jersey Libertarian Party.
Yeah, that's interesting that they would say that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's funny, but it's like, is
Truthful.
it though? At this point, it's like, yo, they might as well just be like, yeah, you could carry now in Jersey because you can carry everywhere. Just because someone might
has
try to
to.
shoot you. Yeah, like somebody might try to shoot you, and the people that we hired to, shoot at those guys, they're not trying to do that.
All right, so I was arguing with this thought the other day, right? This is like a very, this is a well thought out thing. It sucks to have to be in a situation to feel the need to have to want to carry, knowing that even if something goes south, you still may not be found innocent. It's a very shitty feeling. Like to know that, like, yo, I have to carry, God forbid, because somebody else might be fucking wilding. I got no intent. But if something happens and just circumstance lands me, I'm still in some shit. When, mind you, I'm just scared. Like, I'm just doing what I got to do to make sure that no one's going to come up and try to take my fucking van with my kids in the back. You know what I'm saying? No one's going to see me that I got a bag of groceries and I'm coming in and they're going to try to hold down on me because let's face it, we not far from it. If things keep going the way they're going, we not far from it. Between, like I said, the mental illness running rampant, between food actually becoming scarce. Like, bro, you can't get baby formula. Babies. And they can't drink protein shakes. I learned that shit.
Oh, they can't. Why was everyone saying that then?
That
Why
they
was
can-
everyone was
no,
like, give them protein powder.
I said that.
No, I read it somewhere too.
Oh, swear.
Yeah,
Oh, then I'm a genius and I was ahead of the curve.
I literally read something. It was like, yo, they're
Was it-
giving babies away.
Was it from like, wait, they're giving babies away?
Giving babies whey protein.
Way.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, baby. I told you, no soft babies. Why can't babies get gains? This was the argument, and everyone told me I was wrong. And mind you, I didn't ask no fancy journal people. I fucking asked moms, like, yo, can I give you baby protein? Like, what's up? Like, why do we want weak babies?
Because what the fuck is in the baby formula? Isn't it just protein?
I thought it was protein powder. I thought it was just like little baby whey.
So it's not.
No, I guess not. I guess
Am I
we've been
educated?
feeding kids crap.
I cannot explain on babies. I'm not sure about that. What's in the
Yeah, me either.
yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, if I'm a little person and I need sustenance, protein powder. Like, it seems like it would be you get a lactose-free protein powder, and maybe the baby likes like cookies and cream. Maybe the baby likes funfetti. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get a good flavor.
Funfetti.
Sure. That's what I'm saying. You just like give it with milk anyway.
Nah, you don't even got it with water. Why are we trying to? Milk's not great for kids because it's lactose free, bro. You can't. You know what I'm saying?
But I thought babies need milk. Isn't that why babies suck titties?
Yeah, it's breast milk.
Milk is milk.
Mm-mm.
All right. So since there's no fucking baby formula, why don't they just like? Why aren't women just like giving their babies titties?
Cuz, man, these little fat fucks. Bro, Titty can only do so much work. Shout out to our cousin, Chuchu, because she put me on. Did you know that there's like enhancers you can take to make more breast milk?
No.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't know that.
I didn't know either. There's brownies, there's supplements, get some drinks. Like it's crazy. And you could just become like a little farm.
Oh
That's
my
it, you just pump it. But
God.
even then, like, yo, son, this is America, bro. We are big stock people. You know what I'm saying? Imagine a little me trying to get by on 2 cups a day. Like, nah. But guess what? If we supplement that with some, like, I don't know, whey 220, you know what I'm saying? Isolates, something pure, maybe cookie and cream, maybe a little peanut butter flavor. That way we could test his allergies.
All right.
Mix it with water, lactose free.
Test
fucking
his
games, bro.
allergies, bro.
I don't see, because I don't understand. What are they? Was there more magnesium or some shit in fucking breast powder? I don't know.
Oh shit, bro! I didn't even know what fucking
Yeah.
the baby formula or anything is. Like, I don't know the difference. I ain't man.
Once again, but I'm sitting here trying to figure out these problems.
I raw.
So we're getting saved.
I don't save. I raw.
The outliers go, they take care of what they need to take care of.
Outliers Radio.